Good morning. Good morning. It is 2:57 a.m. I'm on my way to the gym right now, and I gotta tell you, yesterday I wasn't feeling the best. I wasn't feeling on top of my A game, and I have to tell you, it. The more I started looking at things, and the more I started analyzing them, and trying to diagnose and dissect what was going on with me. Was it age? Was it mental? Was it physical? And I realized that it had been a lot of what I had did to myself. Yesterday, I stopped, and before I got home, I bought some donuts, and I bought them for Silas and Sanaya and Malachi because I hadn't had a chance to really see them, so I wanted to do something nice. And why did I find myself eating these donuts? Lack of discipline. Then I caught myself looking at pornography. Energy, time, discipline. Then I caught myself grabbing something real quick to eat from Wendy's. It wasn't too bad, but discipline. This is all in the same day. And me knowing that what's at stake when I make decisions like that, what's needed to be elite, none of those things fit in there. So this morning I'm sitting there and I'm trying to figure out where this lack of energy is coming from, what's going on, and I started thinking I made the wrong decisions. And the funny thing is, we all have the ability to sit back and reflect and have this same conversation with ourselves and say, why are we not any further than we wanted to be? Why are we not any further than we think we should be? Why is it that the other person seems like they keep getting promoted in life and I keep standing still? I'm gonna probably dwindle that down and say it may come down to the decisions that you make, your discipline. So I get on my knees this morning and I just pray to God that He gives me the strength to resist these temptations and these things that are coming at me, and that I may have a strong enough fortitude to go ahead and last it. So you can't say that you have faith, but yet you don't want to put it in the hands of God and say that, hey, remove this from me. You got to stop wanting to be a victim to the things that are holding you back. You can't want to say you have a need to lose weight, but yet you have a bigger need to be a victim to food. And I'm just as guilty. See, the one thing I love about my life more than anything else is the fact that I'm not above anybody else. People may think that. They may think that I think I'm above somebody else. I got the same problems. Go review every one of my videos. Anything that I've ever said, I have the same problems. I'm not above it. The only difference is I'm willing to confront it. See, that separates the person who really wants results from the person who just thinks that they want the result. See, when you want results, the work that is sometimes required is more than you anticipated prior to making the request. I'll say that again. The thing that you wanted the most, sometimes what's required to get it is highly unanticipated. Since I'm a firm believer that everybody has greatness in them, then I also am a firm believer that everybody has the same strengths and abilities. I think some of us just think about them more than not. And it's a fight. It's a struggle. You know, I can use the excuse that, you know, pornography was something that kept you away from homosexuality while you're in prison. Pornography allowed you to still stay somewhat connected. But at the end of the day, there's people who can resist that temptation or that urge. Because at the end of the day, I have a wife. Right? These are conversations I have with her. I don't think there's too much I'm ashamed of. Matter of fact, I don't think there's anything that I care about anybody's opinion that has adversely affected my life. But when I see and I know that my body and my mind and my time and my day and my energy is being affected, the same way somebody else who I'm talking to's time, energy, day is being affected by the decisions that you make, at some point, when do you sit down and have a real conversation with yourself and say, this must stop? Right? This has to stop. How long can this go on? How long can this keep happening? How long am I willing to be a victim of it? No? I want so much out of life that I just don't see any time or any room for allowing things that hold me back to keep playing a part in my life. With the pornography thing, I stay consistent for it for a couple days, maybe a week. And then I fall back, but I don't feel bad. I feel weak. And I'm sure I'm not the only person who falls back, no matter what it is that holds you back. But if you get to a point in life where you just say, hey, I want more. I don't want to be handcuffed to this issue. Let's pray about it. And when it comes up throughout the day, like it will me, got to say the devil is a lie. The Bible talks about the man should not be alone. And it's true. We have a promiscuousness about us that is odd. If you want to make it up that next rung of your life, you got to start having those real conversations with yourself. For me, it's sometimes what I eat, and it's sometimes what I watch. For you, it could be who you're hanging around with, a goal you haven't went after, an ambition. I don't struggle in those areas. I'm okay to go after it. But have the real conversation with yourself about it. The real hardcore conversation with yourself, about what you're doing, and what you're not doing and what you're letting victimize you, and call it out. Call it out front and center. And that will start the change. Doesn't matter if you fall back, but you gotta start the change at some point. And blame and responsibility are never existing outside of the self. You want to look for somebody to blame? Look in the mirror.